Hi everyone, I'm Paige Abbott at Health Upwardly Mobile, and this is your weekly recovery message. This is part 5 and probably my last video on boundaries for this series. I haven't totally decided, but I think it's a good place to wrap up. This week what I wanted to talk about was the difference between boundaries and avoidance. I hear when people are starting to explore boundaries, this gets confused a lot because people think that a boundary may look similar to avoidance, meaning I'm literally not doing something, I'm not going somewhere, I'm not engaging with somebody. So it can look like avoidance, but the key difference between them is the motivation or the intention behind the behavior. So with avoidance, we are not doing something that we need to do. So I need to meditate, I need to journal, I need to have respectful conversations with people to communicate where I'm at, my feelings. These are things that I need to do that benefit me. If I'm not doing those, then that's avoidance. My brain is taking me away from activities that provide a health benefit. Boundaries are when we are not doing something that would not be healthy for us. So specifically in relationships, conversations about topics that are harmful, very upsetting to the point of kind of triggering and just pushing you over the top. Being in relationships that are disrespectful, hurtful, non-empathetic, judgmental, critical. These are places that we don't need to be. So taking steps to remove ourselves from these situations or even remove ourselves from these relationships entirely, this is not an example of avoidance. This is an example of a boundary. It's very important to keep that in mind because, again, the action may look the same. I'm not doing something, but the motivation and the intention behind it, and therefore the result of doing it, will be quite different. If I'm in avoidance, then the result of not doing something is going to be harmful for me. I'm not going to come out of that feeling very good. The result of enforcing a boundary for myself, I am going to feel, I may have some guilt or some things come up, but in general, I am going to feel an empowerment, a strength, a confidence, a support to my health that comes in doing that. So you can start to then see the difference between the two, also in how it's feeling and how you're doing as that process unfolds. So I really hope that you'll continue to pay attention as you're practicing boundaries to that difference between avoidance versus boundaries. So we do want to work towards boundaries in our relationships, and we do want to move away from avoidance because that's where we're not doing things that we need to do that provide a health benefit. And I hope that you'll move towards boundaries, which are when we need to look after and protect ourselves and nurture ourselves. So remember that boundaries are an act of self-care and self-love. And I hope that all of you will continue to practice boundaries to build that strengthening relationship with self. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you haven't checked out the previous 4 videos in the Boundary series, I would encourage you to do so on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.